Welcome back, dweebs, to another episode of the Weekly Dweeb. Kev, we did a preview review yesterday for something we wanted to be excited for. Today, we're going to do something for laughs to get our thoughts on it because Disney released the Moana live action trailer for the movie. And you've already seen The Rock with the wig, so we're gonna check it out and see what in the hell is going on.
Oh boy, I can't wait. You mean to tell me that was a wig? I thought The Rock just still had that natural flowing locks like that.
No, those are he's just been shaving his head for 25 years.
Exactly.
Never.
It's all kayfabe, brother.
Yeah. Disney's obsession with just remaking every animated movie into a live action movie is something. And a comment, one of my favorite comments I've seen so far is live action remake where 90% of it is animated. Nice, Disney.
Okay, that answered one of the questions that I came into this having. So it's more like the live action Lion King, where they're like, hey, instead of highly skilled drawings that these world-class animators would make, what if we make it a shitty PS3 game? How about that? Would you guys like that? Let's change the songs too while we're at it. That's a great idea. My God, dude. Okay, so yeah, full cards on the table, gang. If you've been here any amount of time, you already know how I feel about this. If you're new, enjoy watching me squirm.
Yeah, this is me getting the curmudgeon out of Kev. He's not been out enough recently. And I don't even think I'm going to bring the curmudgeon out. I think I'm just going to bring the full fucking nasty side of Kev out with this one. So I don't expect this to be any good, and I'm very fucking pumped for it. I'm fucking pumped. All right, let's get this up here. This is the Moana live action trailer that just came out today. In theaters, July 10th.
I know a girl from an island. She stands apart from the crowd.
That's a real pig.
She loves the sea and her people. She makes her whole family proud. Moana, listen. Do you know who you are?
The stories are true.
Yeah, it kind of sounds weird.
The story has just begun.
Most of the characters,
beyond
all
our
of the
reach.
settings.
An evil darkness has found us. Moana, the ocean chose you. Find Maui. Restore the heart of Te Fiti and save us all.
Maui, demigod of the wind and sea.
Hero of men.
Huh?
So it goes like this. Maui, shapeshifter, demigod of the wind and sea, hero of men. Ah, women. Women too, men and women.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
See her light up the night in the sea. She calls me.
Much about
I need your help.
I'm not going on a mission with some
this
mortal.
movie, this story they're telling us.
My island, my people.
It feels like an animated
Won't
movie. I don't
survive
know
if we
why
don't
they
make
wanted
it.
to do this.
Yeah.
The ocean chose me for a reason. And it chose you too.
Listen, princess, if you're gonna do this, you gotta go through a whole ocean of bad.
I'm not a princess. I'm the daughter of the chief. Leader of my people.
Are you ready to be the hero?
Let's go save the world.
I got your back.
Put the backs
What?
of this
Is there
on
something
a
I
child actor and The Rock. They're gonna have the two characters with the most screen time. Whew, boy. Dude, some of those line reads in that trailer, I
The
can't
sound
imagine
editing
them.
was bad at the start. I noticed right away. Like, that's the easy one right away. When it comes out the gate, this voice is bad.
I know a girl from an island.
I don't.
Auto-tuned.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know. It
It
sounds weird. And then half these lines are delivered like a plank of wood, which is usually The Rock's staple. That's his go-to.
What's he? So he voices this character in the animated show or in the movie, and people are like, "Why does he sound worse in live action?"
Yeah, it's a good question. And yeah, it's the role he's played before, but it all just looks and feels uncomfortable. Again, I feel like everything about this thing was perfect for animation, and now by doing it as a live action movie, they're just gonna expose certain elements. This being
like
the main one, they're going to expose.
why? I'm confused why they thought this was a good idea. I guess because the Lilo and Stitch live action movie made a bunch of money. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, this will probably make money, I imagine, because it was popular enough.
Yeah.
This one's not super old. So it's popular enough, I think, that most of the people who liked the original will maybe still be young enough to want to be tricked into watching this. I have no idea.
Women too, men.
He looks terrible. Like
Thank you.
And even that, like that was just this guy.
You're welcome.
For a guy who used to be 20 to 30 years ago, one of the most charismatic people walking on the planet of Earth, he has somehow transformed into a charisma black hole whenever he's on a movie screen.
He really has.
It's like all that muscle mass has replaced any charisma that was flowing through his veins.
Listen, princess, if you're gonna do this,
It
you
is.
gotta go through
I want to know. It really is like half this movie is going to be animated. Like it's going to be CGI, so different type of animation. I think nothing exemplifies that more than here at the end when you see the big fire thing.
And I'm guessing she's just a good singer because we get that little blast. But
Yeah.
another thing, and we haven't called this out in a long time. Back when we were maybe taking our jobs here at the preview review a little more seriously. I used to, and you've mentioned it already in the sound design. But something that I've noticed is her lines seem to be spliced together as well, like from multiple takes. Like the inflection points are not matching. It's something. Yeah. The most egregious case I ever saw of it was the Scream 5 trailer, which is what kickstarted this whole series way back when. So this isn't quite worst trailer ever made, but it's got a lot of those
it's not great
issues that we've seen. And here again is another example of a scene that is essentially just all animated. So what was the point?
Yeah, I think, well, I assume they just had leftover footage from Thor Ragnarok when the big fire thing in that movie destroys the city, so they're just reusing it because that's exactly what this looks like. Seems like something that does need to exist. That's my take on it right now.
Yeah, this certainly has not. I was wondering if I might be pleasantly surprised based off of the unfortunate disappointment from the last round, but no, James, this is about exactly what I thought it was. This feels like a tax write-off.
Yeah, and you're probably right. It's probably going to make money because the animated movie made money, but it's just like, why? Why?
At that point, like, did they do a sequel to the movie? Like, could they not just continue the original story in the animated format? Or, here's a crazy idea. Like, could they not just find a new story to do? This isn't even, to me, this isn't even old enough to be worth the nostalgia. Like, don't you need the kids who like the first one to become adults so you can trick them into taking their kids to see this movie? Isn't that how the nostalgia works?
Yes.
So Disney adults, man, you did this to yourself. Disney adults, go ahead, James.
Yeah, we did. The original Moana came out in 2016. There was a Moana 2 that came out in 2024,
and the sequel came out 2 years ago.
Yeah, and then this movie is coming out less than 2 years later, year and a half.
That's exactly who this is for, James. You helped me answer my question. Unlike back in our day, okay, the nostalgia was aimed at the parents who were once 90s kids who loved The Lion King, who loved Snow White and all of these things. They're like, okay, we'll milk your nostalgia gland and we're going to get you to take your kid to see this movie so then you can have that shared experience. Oh, Junior loves The Lion King, his Lion King, just like I loved my Lion King. This is only 10 years old, which means this is for, hey, are you a 27-year-old who spends $1,000 a year to go to Disney once or twice a year and hangs out? And like, this to me is specifically marketed towards Disney adults, because otherwise there's nobody. I hope, I pray to God, knock on wood, I hope there aren't that many children who were watching Moana in 2016 who are now parents. I'm sure there's a handful,
right?
But it just seems more like this is aimed at young adults to try to get them to come back on that nostalgia even earlier in the game, which, if this cycle continues to accelerate, anytime they have a movie that does any good, you're going to see the remake. It's like fucking Squid Games. When Netflix was like, hey, I know the original story is still being told, we're going to fart out a remake before season 2 even comes out. Absolutely absurd. You would think with the endless resources that companies like this have that they could afford to make something worth making. But maybe I have a feeling this is just a way to legally pay Dwayne Johnson for something nefarious. That's my conspiracy theory. Dwayne knows where the bodies are buried, and this is their payoff.
It's gonna make money, because I'm looking at the numbers. So the first movie made 687 million at the box office. The second one that came out 2 years ago made 1 billion. 1.05 billion. That's why this movie is getting made.
They couldn't think of a third one, so they said, fuck it, we'll just do a remake.
I don't know. Yeah, that's what this is. It's going to make money. My argument is, why does it exist? My argument is always, like, even like one of my favorite animated trilogies of all time is How to Train Your Dragon. Why did they make a live action? Oh, and then they did the same. They did something similar where Gerard Butler plays the same character in those in the live action version as he did in the animated, the father. But it's been Disney, like you mentioned earlier, just been doing this for a while. Lion King. They've been doing these live action remakes because apparently, like you said, the creative juices in our lives are gone. We can't think anymore.
Just nothing, man. That's crazy.
This might make money. I still argue it. Like, what's the point of it existing?
And that is the only point, is just to make money, because especially for a business like Disney, it stopped being about the art a long time ago, James. It is just about the bottom line. So
100%.
Yeah, 100%. That is why they've learned all the wrong lessons, is usually my opinion of this massive monster of a movie studio. And so even with the law of diminishing returns, they'll continue to do stuff like this as long as it does make money. And then once they start to see these bomb, then it'll be really fun to watch Disney go all 90s Marvel and sell everything they own for pennies on the dollar. Won't that be fun to watch?
Nice shot, Bob Iger. I'm out. This is like a 5 or it's a 5 to me. I want to go lower, but I'm kind of thinking, like, what in the trailer's fault? Like, the people that made it, I just don't think it should exist. I just don't think it should exist. So that's my take on it. 5.
5 is pretty good. I like that number a lot. I don't know if I want to go higher. I don't want to pick the same number. We'll give it a 6, even, and with the negative points coming from what sounded like auto-tune in the beginning. Some poorly dubbed lines of dialogue, and then also just bad choices. I feel like if the versions that they gave us for the trailer is any indication of some of the scenes that probably should have been, like, maybe we can get another take of that one. I'm worried about this movie's quality. This did not make me think, oh, I can't wait to see this movie, it's going to be really good. This made me think I'll probably watch this when it streams so I can do another War of the Worlds 2.5 hour.
Yeah, it's just so which was very, very well received. So maybe that is what you should be doing, bud. Maybe that is what you should be doing. So thank you guys for joining us today. This has been the Weekly Dweeb. Please like, subscribe, and share. as we work our way towards 200. We got a 5 and a 6 today, so not great. Not great. Not good. That's what we wanted to watch this one for, because we knew the wig was incredible. So
finally cooling off that hot streak. It was bound to happen.
The heater was on. Go check out some of our other content. A lot of preview reviews recently. And then hit that notification button so you know whenever we post stuff. Whenever we will be live again someday. Just my schedule's been really weird. So until we do, we'll see you next time, folks.